Welcome to this week's Monday Moments. I'd like to share with you an experience I had recently with a financial planning team, the whole team, support team, as well as advisors and managing director. And what had happened was a research exercise had been conducted by an external consultant, and that exercise had been conducted amongst the clients of that financial planning firm. What exactly did clients feel about those people, that team, the service, the way they behaved, the way they treated clients throughout a very difficult year for all of us across the globe? And the results were frankly astonishing. They were very emotional. Clients felt that they were lucky to have such a team support and serve them. Clients felt that they were part of a family, that they're glad that they discovered this team and this firm. They even called themselves, these are the clients, I feel liberated by simply being part of this culture. That's great praise from some pretty discerning clients who don't lavish praise around easily in this increasingly sophisticated consumer world. And as I watched these things being fed back to the team members, something happened, and the phrase I would use is their faces lit up. And as I scribbled that down, I recognized, oh crumbs, we use the term light, lit up, in so many ways in this language and in any other language on this planet. Light is a powerful concept, a powerful word that gives hope and inspiration and lifts everything wherever it's used in most sentences in our language. For example, this has been a difficult, frustrating, and sometimes for many people, very painful year. Much has been lost: relationships, businesses, income, places to live, family members coming together. Much has been isolated, and all that communication and companionship and tenderness and love has been lost in our society and in societies across the world. And one of the phrases we use tends to be, we're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. That's a beautiful way to describe the hope that light gives. Light chases away darkness. Whatever language you're working in, whatever the context of your discussion, light in darkness chases it away. The tiniest spark of light, I find, and if you've ever been in a dark tunnel, in a cave, maybe in a very dark place in the countryside where there aren't any towns around, and it's pitch black in a wood. I remember that in North Wales. The tiniest light gives hope and lets you see and gives you direction. So this is a very powerful concept. At this time of the world, Christmas, light is particularly used in many areas of our language to describe the Christmas lights in a high street, the Christmas tree lights that light up the home, light up children's faces. For Christians, as they look at, the babe in Bethlehem lying in a manger, the whole story, there's the light of the star, isn't there, guiding people to come to this particular little village, this town, and those that worship God and understand who Jesus Christ is, call him the light of the world for all sorts of reasons. So here's a question I'm going to place in front of you. How can you and I light up the world right now, this Christmas? Because we live in a country which, although it's been hit hard by this tiny virus, nevertheless, we are living in a free, peaceful, comfortable country full of the goods and luxuries of Western society. We are blessed. There are many amongst us that are not so blessed. And so I wonder what you and I can give that would light up the world. Wendy, my wife, introduced this to me recently by saying, look, there's this website called Light the World. And I'm gonna share the website with you in just a second. But it's helped Wendy and I to ask ourselves the question, okay, each day for the whole of December, from the 1st onwards, or from the beginning of Advent, as it's known in the calendar, what can we do to light the world for somebody else, somebody that we may not even know? And so I'm going to share with you the website. Let me just share my screen and go to this website. Here we go. Just type in Light the World on Google or whatever the search engine is, and you'll find it. Light the World one by one. And you can see that every day there are some ideas. It doesn't matter what philosophy or religion you are. The ideas are all appropriate to each of us, and they're quite touching and quite effective. And we've literally gone through each day of December, ticking off, are we doing that for somebody else? So here's my invitation to you. Let's just stop sharing the screen. Before Christmas ends, the 31st December, as we move into a year where there is hope, there is a vaccine, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, but it's going to be a long time coming. What can you do using your business life or your personal life to light up the world? I invite you to join Wendy and myself to do just that. Each day, what one tiny thing can you do for somebody that's not necessarily a member of your family to light up the world? I pray that you'll join us. You'll feel what happens inside when you just behave like that. I pray that infiltrates itself and integrates itself into your business thinking for next year. How can you, in your profession, in your role in your firm, light up the world rather than just do business? Thank you for joining me in this year's Monday Moments. I look forward to being with you during the course of 2021 for our next Monday Moments video. I'll see you there.